Welcome back to PCTV News. I'm Marcus Garcia.
And I'm Caleb Smith. Today is Wednesday, September 18th.
Homecoming is coming up. Time to get prepared for Spirit Week. October 7th through the 11th on Monday is Sweet Dreams Pirates. Wear your PJs to school. And on Tuesday is, Pirates are the best. Wear your red, blue, green, or yellow.
On Wednesday, it's Scrabble to the Other Side, where students dress as teachers and teachers dress as students. On Thursday, it is Ready for Battle, where you dress up in camo. And on Friday, it is Piratopoly, where you dress up in orange and black.
There will be a 3-hour early out preparing for the annual parade down 4th Street.
Seniors, tonight there's a senior parent night at 7:15 p.m. These will be sessions on understanding financial aid, job training opportunities, and Great Jobs KC, and a quick Q&A session with military recruiters.
They will also be covering important senior days, graduation requirements, Jostens information, and more.
Miss Murphy has been planning a college fair to take place later this month. It is never too early to start thinking about what's next after high school, so take time to visit it on September 26th. We will have more information on that next week, but talk to Miss Murphy for more information in the meantime.
This Friday's home football game is Military Appreciation Night. Be sure to show up and show support for those who sacrifice so much. There's a lot of cool class offerings in Platte County. I talked to Ms. Rohr about her biomed class. Take a look.
Biomedical science is a lot of things. At its basic level, it's a combination of biology paired with medical sciences. So in the program, we get to investigate how the physiology of the body and the biology of molecules works together to give people medical conditions or to treat or cure medical conditions. I think a lot of students have this false misconception that biomedical science is for people who want to go into the medical field. But we learn something every single day that you're going to use in your real life. Anytime you go to a doctor, when they tell you what your blood pressure means, you're going to know that because of biomedical science. Anytime somebody that you know, unfortunately, gets diagnosed with cancer, we do a whole unit on cancer in a couple of the classes. You understand what it means with the diagnosis. You understand what all the stages are. So even if you don't want to treat patients, you're getting exposure to a lot of different careers that you could use this sort of background knowledge to help you be successful in. We have equipment here that can do genetic testing. It can test to see if you are a carrier for certain genes. We have equipment that can make millions of copies of your genes for testing. We have equipment that can incubate bacteria or yeast samples. We have equipment that can determine heart rate, blood pressure, respiration rate, pulse oximetry, internal body temperature, surface temperature, lung capacity. We really have the capability of doing a lot of biotechnical testing as well as physiological, like vital testing. Our first year class, called Principles of Biomedical Science, is investigating the mysterious death of a girl named Anna Garcia. Medical interventions class, which is the third year of the program, we're currently trying to stop an infectious disease outbreak on a college campus. Biomedical innovations class, the fourth year, is designing their own emergency room right now. So this week we got to go tour the St. Luke's ER and the North Kansas City ER, and then they're coming back and they're working to design their own blueprints as well as their own patient path throughout an ER. There are students that plan to be business majors in college that come back and say, oh my gosh, my grandma just got diagnosed with this, or I went to the doctor and that, and I know exactly what we're talking about because of the biomedical science class.
Thank you to Ms. Rohr. I learned a lot stopping by.
Our school's administrative assistants keep our building running smoothly, sometimes taking care of things you would never think about. Take a look.
I think a lot of times there's just so many things that we do that they just either come to me or to their other favorite secretary and ask. We have a Bitmoji office and we have a document that lists out all of our duties. And so we support the staff, students, and the parents in many different ways, communicating, supplies, and setting up meetings with admin or scheduling the building for any meetings or events. So there's a lot of things. That's a very short list, but there's so many more. I take care of the bookkeeping, all of the money that comes in. I make sure that it's accounted for and deposited for all the different organizations, as far as, like FBLA or DECA, any of the dues, class dues, that sort of thing. front office will collect that and apply it, and then I make sure that it's sent over to the district office and to the bank so they understand where the money is going and what account. Also do all of the supplies in the summer for all of the teachers, and it's a summer-long process. Some days it's just real steady. We don't ever really have any slow or quiet days around here. It's pretty steady. I call it my normal crazy, but there are days when there's a lot of needs, a lot of things that people will come in here for, and if I'm in the middle of reconciling the principal's bank statements or getting purchase orders taken care of, sending receipts to district office, or maybe I'm working on a newsletter, and then that's the day when the phone calls or people coming in and they need something or I need a project. That's challenging for me, is trying to get that all taken care of, and I only have 8 hours in the day.
Thank you to Mrs. Frame, Mrs. Lemasters, Mrs. Yark, Mrs. Davis, and Mrs. Dietrich for all you do.
That's all for today, and thank you for watching.
And remember, it's always a great day to be a pirate.